In this episode of Threading Thoughts, we discuss robotic process automation or RPA. RPA enables the automation of routine digital tasks. With RPA, software users can create software, robots, or bots that can learn, execute, and mimic rules based business processes. A business process automation technology, RPA, is an intelligent process automation. It enables an ease in workflow with multiple steps and applications, and it is designed to reduce the burden of employees for completing repetitive, simple tasks. The extension of legacy business process automation beyond the confines of an individual process is aided by RPA. AI tools, along with RPA, can extend the scope of process automation beyond just individual processes. However, are organizations digital process ready? Raghav Nyapati has over 2 decades of experience in driving digital technology strategy, evangelizing product management, implementing digital transformation, and providing business consulting across multiple industries using digital automation products such as robotics process automation and artificial intelligence. He is the head of automation, director of product management at ASG Technologies, where he is the founder and creator of robotics automation and cognitive automation product, which provides best-in-class digital automation and intelligent automation platform. He is also the industry ambassador and a digital evangelist in robotic process automation, cognitive automation, complementing AI skills such as NLP, CV with RPA, providing mentoring, coaching, and evangelizing digital automation products. Welcome, Raghav. Thank you so much for joining us for this podcast. It's such a pleasure having you on Threading Thoughts.
Thanks, Mridula. It's a pleasure as well for my side, and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. Raghav, I just wanted to start off with asking you, what is this new normal, given that, this year has been particularly difficult? So what is this new normal? Why do you think organizations need to shift the focus to sort of become a little more digital savvy, perhaps? What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so that's a great question, right? And that's more relevant and pervasive now, because what we have seen over the last 1.5 years, right, due to the pandemic is we started working from home, right? We don't have to move to office, go to office, or even schools. Everything is digitized. So this is the right time for all the organizations to rethink and reimagine the way the current business models, which have been evolved, right, from the time when automation started. So just to give you a brief overview, so the history of how it all started, right, or why we need to automate. So around 1800s, right, the first industrial era started when with Ford and others going to mass production, and where the first initial seed of automation was started in US and then followed by Japan and other countries.
Correct.
Then in 90s, we saw companies like Microsoft, Google, IBM, all these big shots, they have introduced the digital information era, right? Where we have information sharing, we have connected machines. So one machine can talk to another machine. So when I was in school, I could never imagine that I could access something which was there in US, right, through information. So that was very, very exciting for all of us, right? How one machine can talk to another machine or share information. So that era actually has the information era. Then 2000s, when we started the actual digital era, where everything is on data. So data, as we say, it's a new electricity or new oil. It is weaving together everything, right? So billions of terabytes of data, gigabytes of data are getting generated as we talk in 1 minute, right? Facebook, WhatsApps, all these applications. So our kids, this generation is surrounded by data with mobile apps, smartphones. So that's where I think this is the right time when organizations think, right? As a consumer, we are imagining that, okay, I feel something which is needed for me to ease of use, right? Or which I need at my fingertips to do something or book something or something. So all these brick and mortar organizations also, which are there. So I'll give an example of paint industry.
Right.
So I got a strange request from one of the paint companies during the COVID, saying that I'm not able to sell my paints because nobody is visiting my shop, right? And what should I do? So these are the companies which have been there as a brick and mortar traditional companies. They need to reinvent their business model so that they can be relevant, right? Or else they will be out of business. So that is what I think that personally, that's the push which is coming due to this new normal. And I would say that's a blessing in disguise, right, for this situation which we have, that companies are rethinking. They're saying, whenever I talk to people about automation, RPA or hyper automation, they're no longer strangers to those terms. They're saying, oh, okay, I know, at least I understand, and how can I implement in my current organization, right? So that's what I would say. This new normal has really benefited all those companies to rethink, reorganize, and reinvent their models and a push towards the automation and digitization.
Very true. As you say, it's completely erased borders, as you mentioned.
Yes.
So the accessibility or the need to reach out across borders is completely erased because everything is one amalgamous, information era.
Yes.
But can you just briefly mention about, hyper automation perhaps and its
Yes.
landscape?
Yeah. So just again to start evolution of hyper automation, right? So in 90s we started with something called process automation. So
Okay.
that is where companies started to redesign or realign their processes. So I'll give an example from banking. I come from banking industry, where all these processes are in silos. So mortgage department would have their own processes, retail would have own processes, consumer would have own processes, and within these processes also there are a lot of silos where one department will not talk to another department, right?
Right.
So now, how do you make these departments talk to each other? Legal, HR, finance, right? So that there is a common thread or a streamlining of these processes, so that anyone top, like a CTO level or CIO level, can visualize, okay, this is what is happening across my organization. So that's where this business process automation or management tool started in early 90s, where they started to redesign or rethink these processes and streamlining and orchestrating. Then in around 2000, 6 years back, around 2014-13, when I was in US, I started hearing about these robots, right? Robotic process automation.
Right.
So that is when people realize that, okay, not only automation of process is helpful, but we should also automate the tasks within this process. So in the process, you can have a human task, you can have a bot task, right? So how do you automate these repetitive, mundane tasks within your process using RPA? And RPA allows us to do a digital labor arbitrage, right? So no longer we need a people to outsource your task. So bots can take up your
Correct.
task, right?
Correct.
Then the need which of the hour which we are seeing is moving from RPA, which doesn't have any self-learning or intelligence, towards AI and machine learning, right? Where you can induce self-learning intelligence within the RPA or any other platform, so that there is a learnability of that, right? And then the bots remember whatever has been trained and then produce or predict results. So we are seeing a lot of applications, right? Amazon, Facebook, WhatsApp, all these are applications of AI. Now, these technologies cannot sustain, right, in next 2 to 3 years as siloed or standalone. So we see, again, I'll give an example of big shots like Microsoft, IBM, all these companies, they have gone ahead and acquired RPA products. And companies like UiPath and Automation Anywhere, they have also partnered with process mining, process discovery tools. Why this is happening is they felt that not only standalone RPA can sustain, other technologies cannot also sustain standalone. Though, so there
Okay.
is a need for amalgamation or conglomeration. So I would say the right word for hyper automation is conglomeration of all these technologies together. So we'll have process mining discovery, we'll have UI UX, we have low code, no code, where people can drag and drop. We have RPA, then augmented with AI and ML capabilities, right?